You know, sound comes and it goes. We have difficulty describing sounds, but emotionally we connect with what we hear. As somebody speaks, you can hear the spirit, their life spirit in their voice, and it's the same in nature. If you listen to an animal calling, you can hear its presence. It engages you emotionally, but it also engages you intellectually to be curious and to develop a sense of fascination about what you're hearing.
Communities Listen for Nature is a collaborative program between Victoria National Parks Association, Museums Victoria, and communities in Victoria. We've been working together on this citizen science program to collect information on bird populations across Victoria.
The way that we're collecting information about bird populations in Victoria is by using acoustics. And this is an exciting new field of biology where we're able to learn information about animals and their interaction with the environment by documenting and archiving the sounds that they make. A lot of the technology has recently enabled us to collect lots and lots of data. So we have automated recorders that are weatherproof and we can leave them out for weeks at a time. So we are able to look at long-term patterns, when species arrive, where they are, how they're moving, how they call throughout the day. Those are things that we've never been able to ask before.
Connecting Country came together 10 years ago or so to ensure that the community was involved as much as they could be and connected with the landscape around them, to look at some of the potential of reconnecting those landscapes that have got quite a few gaps between them due to the gold rush and quite a lot of clearing for agriculture and so on. People were very keen to be involved and they're very keen to be included in this process along the way so that we have the data to see which species are doing better and which species mightn't be doing so well as we move towards, unfortunately, a more drier and a more warmer climate. And then we can identify the threats and work with community into how we can protect some of these habitats that are there and also enhancing some of the existing areas to join up fragmented landscapes.
Birds don't take notice of boundaries. They don't know there's a fence there. And so it's not sufficient that we as one single landholder take care of the habitat. We need much larger, healthier tracts of habitat in order to really protect our species for the future.
Surveys matter because when a logging company or a mining company or whatever comes into an area and wants to have an impact on the local forest, then we can turn to surveys and say, well, actually, we've got evidence that there's swift parrots or there's barking owl or powerful owl or whatever the important species is.
We're still new to this country, as it can be difficult to care about something that you don't know exists or that you don't understand. We're still learning about our landscape, so we're looking at ways to do things better.
One of the key innovations for this field is that we're able to analyze that sound and pull out information about individual species. So one of the things we do is called automated species identification or recognition. And we can start to pinpoint when species are present on sites by building a model of that species' calls and then using that model to scan vast quantities of acoustic data. And then we can start to put together a better picture of where species are found throughout the state.
Each sound will often have a relationship to the behaviour of the creature. So you can tell feeding calls and flocking calls and territorial calls and so on. So you're really hearing the story of what's going on in the landscape. And when you take all of that collectively, you're not just hearing a bunch of species, you're actually hearing the health of the environment. And whether you're listening to a recording or whether you're actually there with the environment around you listening, it's the same thing. It's tuning in and feeling your place through listening.